We're glad you're with us. We begin tonight with a tale as old as time in Colorado, the constant back and forth between developers, residents, and city leaders to get more affordable housing options in our state.
And before we get into today's battle, let's give you some context. Last year, Denver City Council approved a plan called Expanding Housing Affordability. And that ordinance requires new residential developments of 10 units or more to designate 8 to 12% of the units as affordable. And that's regardless of whether the units are for rent or for sale.
While the plan's goal was to increase affordable housing options in the city, it seems to be turning new developers away from Denver. The Apartment Association of Metro Denver says applications for new buildings are down 88% since the new bill went into place last year. And that brings us to today's battle, taking place in Denver's Baker neighborhood.
And Denver 7's Russell Haythorne explains how one developer is now pushing back.
New housing applications have taken a dramatic decline since Denver's new affordable housing ordinance took effect.
What it does is it kills investment in new housing.
Something many warned would scare away developers because it would shave away profits.
We don't want to disincentivize apartment construction because apartments are the affordable option.
My general observation is you can't make housing more affordable by making it more expensive.
According to new numbers from the Apartment Association of Metro Denver, those predictions were correct. In the 3 months before the effective date of the new ordinance, there were 12,800 applications for new multifamily units. In the 3 months after it took effect on July 1st, applications for new development dropped to 1,500, a dramatic cut.
It's 88%, almost unmeasurable. It's so dramatic, is even greater than I think most of us predicted.
What the new figures suggest is that new apartments like the Jane in Denver's Baker neighborhood got in just in the nick of time, but you'll now likely see less of this in the future. The city has suggested it's not a crisis.
Every time we talk about a developer requirement, developers have told us that they will stop building in Denver. Guess what? Do you still see some cranes out there? I bet you do. Development is still happening in Denver.
But attorney Drew Hamrick says the cranes you see today will soon be gone.
Today's cranes are the applications from 3 years ago.
New data also suggests applications have increased in most, if not all, Denver suburbs in recent months, suggesting developers are still here, just shifting their focus outside Denver proper.
But that's not a good thing either. You know, the reason our roads are so crowded is because people have to live somewhere that they don't want to. Anytime you artificially force consumers to live somewhere other than where they choose to live, you increase traffic problems.
An affordability crisis that seems to be never ending. Russell Haythorne, Denver 7.
And looking deeper tonight, new developers can choose to opt out of Denver's new affordable housing policy. Of course, that option is not cheap. The fee to opt out can range anywhere from $250,000 to nearly $500,000 per development.